Oh, Jesus. It's chaos in here! What's going on, guys? We're back with another review in the form of Pump the Chaos by Chaos Crew. Their pump formula, quite obviously. We've already reviewed STIMMED and Bring the Chaos from the same guys. We actually rated them very highly, so naturally we've got big expectations for this one. We're going to be getting into all the usual taste, price, effects and summing it up with a final verdict. So stay tuned for this one, guys. It might be the one for you. Taste and mixability, nice and easy, because guess what? Comes in one flavour, which is the blueberry lemonade. Going to put up a little video here of me mixing it together, just so you can see how it looks in reality, just if you're curious. And we're actually going to go with an 8 out of 10 on the taste front. We actually really quite liked it. It tastes like what it says on the tin, blueberry lemonade. No complaints. Just a shame there's not more flavours, but I do believe that they're making some more down the line. So stay tuned, guys. Let's get into the price. Okay, price time. UK guys first. You go to bringthechaos.com where you'll find this 25 serving tub for $29.99. That works out as £1.19 per serving, which comes to a 7 out of 10 on our price scale. Now that is actually a very well priced pump formula. We're normally seeing sort of around the 5 out of 10 mark for most pump formulas these days. So take that as you will. US guys, you can get hold of this for translation purposes. It works out as $31.14 per tub or $1.48 per serving. However, be warned, there is a £15 international shipping flat rate you will be paying to get hold of this. Okay, it's label time, guys. So it's a 13-gram scoop, which is, I guess, on the lower end of scoop size when it comes to pump formulas. We're often seeing scoops for pump formulas being 20 grams plus. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be any good. So let's get into it. First up is L-citrine at 3 grams, which is at the lowest end of doing the job when it comes to dosing. We normally see it anything between 3 and 10 grams. So we think they've put it at 3 so it's stackable with some of their other products. So it's still going to be enough to get the job done, but it's on the lower end of that spectrum. That's the amino acid responsible for boosting the nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream, leading to increased blood flow and therefore pumps. And then we move into L-taurine at 2 grams, which is a hefty dose. That's on the upper end of dosing. That's going to be put in this product to help with hydration. And then we move into vitamin C, which is more of a sort of a health ingredient, obviously, that helps with your immunity and blood pressure, and that's 500 milligrams, which is pretty standard stuff. Nothing super specific to a pump formula, but nice to have it in there nonetheless. Then we move into L-tyrosine, which is the amino acid responsible for cognitive benefits such as increased focus and concentration. 500 milligrams is on the lowest end of doing the job. We've seen anything between 500 and 3 grams, so it will work, but like I say, on that lower end of dosing. Then we move into Vaso 6 at 300 milligrams, which is an on-the-money dosing. That's again going to boost the nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream. I mean, the word vaso gives it away a bit. Vasodilation, so it's going to widen your blood vessels, improve blood flow, and that is a very well studied ingredient. Obviously trademarked. It's had great results. We love it. Then we move into estrogen at 50 milligrams, which is the clinical dose, which is a patented digestion aid essentially. So it's going to help the uptake of all the ingredients in this product, improving the bioavailability. Finishing off, we've got S7, which is another promising ingredient that we also love. At 50 milligrams, that's the clinical dose, and that's been shown to, believe it or not, increase nitric oxide levels by up to 230%, which is insane when you think about it. So all of these things are going to come together and, in theory, get your veins swelling. So let's see how this comes together in reality, guys. This is exciting stuff. Okay, effects section, guys. So let's get into this. Does that lower L-citrulline dose hold it back or not? Well, I'll answer that right off the bat and say no, it doesn't. It is only a 13-gram scoop, granted, because of that lower L-citrulline. But remember, they're using S7 and Vaso 6 together, which are two of the most promising ingredients when it comes to boosting nitric oxide levels. So actually, it doesn't fall short by doing that. And in fact, it being a 13-gram scoop because of that actually means that it's more versatile, meaning you can stack it with stimulant pre-workouts and not cause too much stress on the digestion front. And on that same note, this is actually the only pump formula that myself and Aaron have ever seen that's got Vaso 6 and S7 in it. So they're pulling out all the stops when it comes to these high-end premium ingredients that get the job done, shall we say. So it does produce very disgusting, nasty, painful pumps, and I'm not joking at all. I'll put up a little clip here of the juicy arm pump that I got, and I'll tell you right now, I had to cut sets short because my forearms are on fire. Not because I couldn't go through the pain, but because the blood flow was so intense that I couldn't even move my arms. Like, I was just losing control of my arms. So the pumps are ridiculous in this, and I think the ingredients speak for themselves when you actually look into them and the research and the studies shown. So this is a very overwhelming pump product that performs better than the label and the scoop size might initially suggest. So the question's going to be, what would you score it out of 10? We're actually going to land on an 8 out of 10. So whilst the pumps are ridiculously juicy, we do think there's some room for improvement. One of the ingredients being glycerol, which you do see in pump formulas these days. You almost kind of expect it, you know, it's a staple pump ingredient. If they was to throw glycerol in here at 3 grams, or glycerpump, and throw in another few grams of L-citrulline, I really do think we're looking at a 10 out of 10 pump formula here. And whilst we're on the subject of glycerol, they actually do a separate product called Glycerswell, so that's worth checking out, guys. And obviously you can throw it into this product and bump it up to that 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 range. So that's probably why they held back putting it in here, so they can do a pure form of it as a separate standalone product. So you've got more versatility with throwing it in with the various other products. However, you will be paying that price if you're looking to do that. What would I like to see as well, if they're really going to go all out, is some more nootropics, because I really don't think you particularly notice the 500 milligrams of L-tyrosine. You know, it's nice to have it in there, but it's not night and day difference. You know, you're not going to be walking around calling this a pump and nootropic formula by any means. It's very much a standalone pump product. So I would like to see some more nootropics, a bit of glycerol, and a bit more L-citrulline for the hell of it, and see what happens, because I think that would be something to be reckoned with. But as it is standalone, it's an excellent product as it is, produces some of the nastiest pumps we've ever experienced, so 8 out of 10. Okay, final verdict, guys. Let's wrap this all up like we always do. So taste first, we gave that an 8 out of 10. You know, it was solid. There's no real complaints on that front. Then we move into the price segment, which we gave a 7 out of 10. Actually really well priced for a pump formula these days, so props to them for that. And the effects section, the most important part of this and any review, is an 8 out of 10. A very good pump formula, great to be stacked with stimulant pre-workouts, gets the job done at a decent price, you know, who can complain? I would say it performs even better than the label might suggest. So definitely check it out, guys, and that does give us a total score of 23 out of 30. So as always, let us know your thoughts on this product down in the comment section, guys. Have you tried it? Do you want to try it? How do you think it compares to other pump formulas on the market today? Can it hold its own against the big boys? Is going to be the question. And as always, guys, please do stay safe and stay pumped.
New VIP.